Hey y'all, Miss Freeman. I miss you guys. I just wanted to make a video and do our read aloud for this week. The name of the passage is called, let me pull it up here. It is called Tag, I'm It. And I sent it to y'all in Google Classroom. So if you will go to your Google Classroom, you'll see the passage in there and the questions. So I'm going to go ahead and read it. If y'all want to, if you will follow along with me like you normally do, that will be great. Here we go. Tuesday, 12:45, recess. The game is tag. The stakes are high. There is no time to waste. Ryan said this to himself under his breath on the edge of the jungle gym where kids played tag. A football fan, Ryan's favorite part of the game was the commentators. Their deep, serious voices made football seem like more than a game. They made it dramatic, like a gladiator fight from ancient Rome. Ryan thought gladiators were pretty cool. When kids on his playground played tag, he pretended to be a commentator. In his deepest possible voice, he took the imagined audience through the ups and downs of the match. Around the corner comes Billy Watkins, he intoned. Billy's having a strong season so far, and those who watch this sport closely think he might be about to step up to a higher level. If he fulfills his promise, his name could stand alongside the greats of the game. Names like Shirley Tompkins and Judy Whitmore, Andy Tobin, and George Francis. As he came around the corner, though, Billy Watkins slipped in the mulch and fell on his face. He rolled back and forth on the ground, whimpering. No one showed sympathy. On the other hand, Ryan said, Billy may disappoint us all. Ryan knew something about disappointment. He had time to play commentator because nobody really wanted him to play tag. He'd never understood why, but when he joined the game, nobody would chase him. If he did somehow manage to become it, nobody would run. But he didn't try to play. If he just narrated the game, he wouldn't be left out. He was still playing tag. He was just playing it in a different way. Hey, kid, said a voice behind him, a freckle-faced girl with frizzy pigtails named Angela, a newcomer to the game. Ryan thought to himself, a rookie, hungry for respect. Why aren't you playing the game? She barked, interrupting his reverie. I'm playing. No, you're not. You're just standing over here being weird. I'm providing commentary for, Ryan tried to think of anything to say besides, for the folks at home. He couldn't. For the folks at home. What folks? Are you on the phone or something? Just leave me alone. I can't. Why not? Because I'm it. Why aren't you running? I'm it. And that means you're supposed to run. Ryan shrugged. She poked him in the stomach. Fine, now you're it. Ryan froze. He hadn't been it for a long time. He didn't know what to do. The rest of the players stopped too and stared at him. If he moved, would they move too? Or would they stand there, waiting for him to quit embarrassing himself and get off the playground? Weirdo, shouted Angela. This isn't freeze tag, start running. So he ran the only way he knew how, with narration. Heart pounding in his ears, the frightened young commentator springs into action, he muttered. He isn't sure how, he isn't sure why, but he knows one thing. He is going to get that girl with the pigtails. Quit talking to yourself and run like you mean it, said Angela. He races up the slide and across the footbridge, his target in his sights just a few feet away. The bridge's wooden slats clatter under his feet, sending shock waves up his spine and into his jaw. Ryan is undaunted. This will be his hour. He reaches toward his foe, stretches out his fingers, and ow! Ryan's hands clutched air. He fell face forward off the jungle gym, landing where Angela had been just a moment before. She had slid down the fireman's pole. He had not been so graceful. Dazed and confused, the young commentator tries to get his bearings. He looks up and sees the face of his opponent staring down at him, looking concerned and curious about why Ryan is still talking to himself. "I think you might have broken your brain," Angela said. Ryan's brain is fine. Angela is the one who needs to worry. Why? Ryan leapt to his feet and poked Angela in the stomach. Because Angela is it. Ryan turned and ran, a happy gladiator battling at last. Okay, so there's our story. Now, if you will, let's look at your questions, okay? So question number 1 says, what game are the kids playing during recess? A, tag, B, hopscotch, C, football, D, hide and seek. So what game are they playing at recess? Number 2, who is the main character in the story? A, George, B, Billy, C, Angela, D, Ryan. Who's the main character? Number 3, read this paragraph from the text. Ryan knew something about disappointment. He had time to play commentator because nobody really wanted him to play tag. He'd never understood why, but when he joined the game, nobody would chase him. If he did somehow manage to become it, nobody would run. But he didn't try to play. If he just narrated the game, he wouldn't be left out. He was still playing tag. He was just playing it in a different way. So based on that evidence, based on that passage that I just read, what conclusion can be drawn about Ryan? So what can you tell about Ryan? A, Ryan does not want to play tag with the other kids. B, Ryan would rather play tag than commentator. C, Ryan thinks narrating the game of tag is more exciting than playing it. Or D, Ryan is better at tag than many of the other kids in the game. Okay. Look at number 4. How is Angela different from most of the other kids playing tag? A, she is the only girl to have ever played tag. B, she enjoys running on the playground. C, she does not leave Ryan out of the game. Or D, she does not think Ryan is strange at all. So how is Angela different from the other kids playing tag? Number 5, what is the main idea of the story? A, Ryan is a huge fan of the game of tag, but would rather narrate the game than play it. B, Ryan is a huge fan of football, but he decides to try to play tag instead. C, after being left out of the game for a long time, Ryan becomes a tag commentator. Or D, after being left out of the game for a long time, Ryan gets to join a game of tag. So which one of these is the main idea? Okay. Number 6, read this paragraph from the text. Ryan froze. He hadn't been it for a long time. He didn't know what to do. The rest of the players stopped too and stared at him. If he moved, would they move too? Or would they stand there, waiting for him to quit embarrassing himself and get off the playground? Why might the author have included the two questions in this paragraph? Is it A, to show that Ryan is asking these questions in his head while he is frozen? B, to show that the rest of the players are asking Ryan questions while he is frozen? C, to ask the reader what he or she thinks should happen next in the story? Or D, to hint that the author does not know what will happen next in the story? All right, let's look at number 7. Choose the answer below that best completes the sentence. Ryan wanted to play tag, blank, the other kids didn't want to play tag with him. So which one would you put in that blank? A, thus, B, also, C, like, D, but. So which one would you fill in there? All right, number 8. These are the short answer, 8 through 10, okay? Number 8 says, why does Ryan pretend to be a commentator during the games of tag? Okay, so you're going to write your answer. You're going to write that out, or type it out, sorry. Number 9, how does Ryan feel immediately after Angela tags him and makes him it, but before he starts running? Support your answer with evidence from the text. So that's when you need to go back and look in your passage, okay? Just like we always do. And number 10, how does Ryan feel after he starts running and participating in the game of tag? Use evidence from the text to support your answer. So again, go back and look in your passage. All right, guys. So that's one of our assignments for today. I hope you're still reading, doing reading logs. Check your Google email. We'll be sending some emails to y'all throughout the week. Still making phone calls. I got to talk to a lot of you last week. It was good to hear your voice. I miss y'all. Keep reading. Bye.